Two Seekers, it's Nathaniel and Carolyn here, and I'm going to be doing a deck profile for our Mono Holy Spirit deck. So we're going to start off with JP here. JP says once per turn during my setup phase, I may draw one card for each level 2 or level 3 Animo in my small group. So I don't get to use this very much. So I'll probably switch this out with Simon once we start using cross trainers, but he is still pretty good because when I do have a level 2 out there, I draw a card. I am running 5 Holy Spirit power cards, and we happen to get just enough so that way I can have all the awesome full arts. And then I am running 3 Fastings. And Fasting is just an amazing card because it's basically 2 power cards instead of just 1 for Universal. Alright, this deck revolves around growth stages, a lot of level 3s. So I'm running 3 Mustard Seeds. I might cut this down to 2 because honestly when I get to play it, it's kind of like I don't really want to get rid of these 2 cards. But I get my level 3s out there, which do get me a lot of points for very little power. I have 3 Fishing Nets. Fishing Nets is just draw 2, but if it's the last card in my hand, I get to draw 4 instead. Oftentimes, I am going to be discarding cards from my hand just so I can do this, and my deck revolves around Nico because I wanted to make my Frog Boy the main.
You have a frog deck.
I have a frog deck.
Love it.
Alright. 2 copper coins. This deck does have Hybrid in it to grab me power cards as an ability, but copper coins helps me get there faster because I can Hybrid and this in the same turn. And this deck, every deck needs their power cards. And copper coins is actually really good this set, just to be doing that. I have 3 Myrrh. Myrrh is fantastic for the Holy Spirit. Myrrh says, hey. How did that commercial go? But wait, there's Myrrh. Anyways, so when this is attached to an Animo, it has its Holy Spirit power cost to activate it reduced by 1. So you're just going to not have to pay that 1 Holy Spirit on your Holy Spirit Animo. It's great. All right, going to go ahead and lightning round the Cinnies. Hippocritter. It basically prevents your opponent's actions from being used on their Animo. Hookworm adds an additional universal cost in order for your opponent to activate their Animo. Judgeweed. As long as he's active, your opponent can activate a Cinny on you. So basically, the turn before you win, you activate this. Nashtree. Nashtree says, basically, if there's any Animo at the end of your opponent's next turn remaining, they get shuffled back into their deck. So, Wolf. Basically, he's either a 10 ability that you could probably throw a Millstone on, not that I'm running Millstone in this deck, or you can just reveal him, shuffle him back into your deck, and draw a card. Fear Crow. You basically get to choose 1 level 1 or level 3 Animo in your opponent's small group, and you revert it by 1. So basically, you ungrow their Animo, and they have to shuffle it back into their deck.
Which is great.
Yep, he's also a 10 defense Cinny. Flipper. So basically, he's a 7 defense Cinny, he's terrible, honestly. But then, if your opponent has 40 or more points, he's a 17. And this is just great. It's like having an extra Mega. Alright, here's my Mega. Plan Trap. His weakness is Vineon. He's a 16 defense. He's just a big guy. I have 1 Prayer Gwyn. Reason why I have 1 Prayer Gwyn is because I have to have a Prayer Gwyn in my deck. It has the Lord's Prayer in KJV, which I know, so I can defeat that Bubble. He's a 6 for 2, which is a spare value. I need the ability to search out my level 1 Animo, so Mercifier has the ability to shuffle himself. He basically swaps himself with a level 1 with a virtue point of 7 or less. He is awesome. Okay. We have Gut Piece, level 1. In this deck, this Gut Piece is fine. It's a 2 for 5. If it was the other Gut Piece, it'd be bad in this deck, but good in every other deck that Gut Piece goes in. But the reason why we run him is because we grow him into Gut Piece level 2, which has the ability that when he's grown from your hand, you get to shuffle your hand in your deck and draw 6 cards. Awesome. I mentioned Hybrid. Hybrid level 1's a 2 for 3. Not great value, but he grows into a 2 for 5, which is meh value. But he is good value because he has the ability that when you grow him, you get to go grab a standard power card, place it directly in your power pool. And then he grows into Hybrid level 3, which is a 2 for 10, which is this amazing value. He can technically, with Myrrh, become a 1 for 10, which is awesome. His action, however, leaves me a little wanting because I don't really want to see do that ability. But sometimes it actually is really good because I basically get to go grab up to 2 level 2 or level 3s. So when I need my Nikos, I get to do my Nikos. Hybrid actually is really good. And then I'm going to be a little flashy here.
Here. Foil Nikos.
Yep, the Foil Nikos from the Bioverse Challenge from last month. He has the no ability. He's just a 2 for 1.
He's just cute.
Yep. But he grows into Nico level 2, which is a 3 for 7, which is kind of meh value. But here's my boy. It's my Nico. So Nico has the action that says search your discard pile for the next growth stage of any animal in your small group. And then you may instantly grow those animals. So basically, if you have them in your discard pile, he turns your level 1s in your small groups into level 2s, and your level 2s in your small groups into level 3s. He's really good. He can basically become, like, for 1 fasting, if I have Myrrh attached to it, and 11 for 1. That's just amazing. And then, of course, we're going to top that off with our ultras of 2 Ultra Nikos, which is a 1 for 6. Which, quite frankly, I will shuffle Mercifier back into the deck to get this. So that way you can get more points when I have 3. And then, because I run fasting, if you are running fasting in the deck, you have no reason not to run Prayer Group.
Yep.
And Prayer Group has been one of the reasons why I have 1 more.
Yep.
So anyways, that is the deck profile for where's my boy at?
I don't know where you put him.
I buried him. There he is. JP. All right, so this is my deck profile for our Mono Hope deck. So in the meantime, Truth Seekers, keep learning virtues and defeating Sinnies.